So about 2 weeks ago, I had created a video called 4 Easy Tips to Get to Grand Champion. Now this video, I believe, is completely and wholly good advice, but is at most useful when used with players that you can rely on. And I hadn't really explained the way I was able to push through the ranks when I didn't have teammates I could rely on. And thus, the reason for this video. Now by following the advice from this video, and mastering the mechanics shown, I can't guarantee you a win from every game, but I can guarantee you winning a higher percentage of your games. By following the tips in my 4 Easy Tips to Get to Grand Champion video, would work perfectly for your positioning on defense. And because I've already made this video, I'm not going to go too in depth on the positioning. However, what I will say is because you can't always rely on your teammates, be defensive and watch your teammates, and trust them more than ever. Now, this may seem weird, but it is key, because you don't want to lose out on your good positioning because you don't trust your teammates. And by this I mean good positioning in defense. Because say your teammate whiffs, you should be defending in such a way that even if your teammate makes a mistake, you can rectify their mistakes by your good defense. Now, to make sure this strategy is successful, you need to do 2 things. Minimize the amount of time that your teammates are behind you, and as well, enhance your mechanics to such a stage that even if they make a mistake, you can rectify it. So I highly recommend you watch my 4 Tips to Grand Champion video to understand what I mean about positioning on defense. And if you want me to make it a little bit clearer on what I want you to look out for in that video, it is overextending and back post rotation. So a quick note on not overextending is that make the simplest attack and get back as quickly as possible. This is because you don't want to make a complicated attack that leaves you stranded up the pitch and not able to get back quickly, and leaving your teammates in a position where they're struggling to defend without your help. So always rotate back quickly to help your team by not overextending. And another quick note on back post rotations. So when the ball's not in an immediately scoring position for the opposition, rotate to the back post. This is the post which is opposite to the side of which the ball is on. So there are 2 reasons for using a back post rotation. The first one being that it's a lot easier to save a ball that's coming across the net because you can boost towards it. Now say you're at the front post and they shoot behind you, it's very difficult to adjust your car in such a way that you can actually save that ball, and you have to be very mechanically good to do so. And simply, it's not worth it to stay at the front post when you could have a much easier save by staying at the back post. Because even if they shoot at you at the back post, you're there. And if they shoot to across the goal, you can boost towards it and save it like I said before. So now we have the basic positioning sorted. This brings me to the core of the video that will help you really rise the ranks. Now there are 2 major categories of mechanics that will help you rise the ranks. They are big clears and fast aerials. I have devised training packs for both these skills to help you in every scenario of how you can act to achieve the best possible outcome for your team. Now if you truly master the mechanics within these training packs, I guarantee that the idea that you lose a game because of a bad teammate will be an idea uttered fewer times. Okay, so what is a fast aerial? A fast aerial is where you single or double jump whilst boosting throughout the duration of the aerial. So why is a fast aerial useful? A fast aerial is useful because it minimizes the time your opponent has to react to a defensive or offensive position, and with less time they will have less precision, and therefore it is vital that you are able to do these fast aerials with good precision. And this is what these fast aerial training packs will help you with. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to actually do some of these fast aerials and show you an example of how well they can be used. Now I'm only going to show you a few examples of how to do these shots in the training packs with good speed, good accuracy and good precision. I don't want to show you how to do all the shots because I think it's a really good way of learning if you guys can actually figure out for yourself how to do some of these shots. And once I've given you the tools on how to do this, you should be able to do any fast aerial in the game. Okay, so let's get on with the shots. So you can see for this first shot, it's a little bit high above the goal. So you have to boost all the way and slice the top of the ball to get a nice downward shot into the net. The same idea goes with the second shot. You don't want to stop boosting or the defenders will have a better chance of clearing the ball. Also, you may notice these two shots, I turned my car upside down. This is to get a solid hitbox on the ball. If the other side, I risk getting a weak touch with the wheels of my car. However, you can also do this with the right side up, with power if you get a glancing blow at the top of the car with the top of the ball. Now, it is very important to note that I did a double jump aerial for this, as well as maintaining all the boost throughout the whole aerial. It's important to note this because this is what gets you that speed in the air. Now this third shot is to show that you actually can do a fast aerial with a single jump as well. Now you can see I've boosted the whole way and I've taken a shot with my flip. And this is very important to actually get to the ball as fast as possible. I'll give you more scenarios of this in the training pack. Now the key features to note in game on an aerial is how far your opponent is from the ball and how far the ball is from you. Now this information will give you the knowledge of how you should conduct the aerial. Fast aerials are predominantly used when you have to beat out an opponent to the ball. So just because this training pack is an offensive training where the aim is to score, you will also be honing your ability to defensively fast aerial, with precision and hit the ball defensively to areas of the field of minimal danger to your team. So now let's move on to the second major mechanic, which is getting big clears. So whatever the situation you are in defensively, it is important to make sure that you can safely get rid of the ball into an area of minimal danger for your team. Simply put, this is an area of the field where you can't directly get attacked from. The training pack I have devised goes over many awkward scenarios from where a big clear is possible to be made, and will definitely switch the play from an awkward scenario for you to a disastrous situation for your opponents. So as I did with the fast aerials, I'll give you all the tools you need to perform the big clears, and therefore when you go through the training pack on your own, you'll be able to come up with ideas on how to get the best possible clear in a certain situation. So this first clear is probably the easiest of them all. When a ball's rolling towards you, the best way to get the clear is to flat drive into it. If you want to control the height, you may want to perform a little jump as well. This next clear is definitely more difficult. With this one you really need a focus as the ball's bouncing pretty fast, and you need to catch it just as the ball's bouncing up to get a really powerful clear. So now we will come to wall clears, which is a huge part of higher level play. With this first one, the ball is still on the wall, so you just want to drive up into it so it maintains height as it travels down the field. The next wall clear is on our backboard and has come off the wall, so what you want to do is drive up to it in a sideways motion and do a side flip off the wall to get the most power out. The next wall clear we see come off the wall again, but now it's on the side wall. What we want to do again is come up to the side of it and side flip into it again. This gives a lot of power. You can see over 100 kilometers an hour on the goal that was scored. So this wall clear, because it hasn't just come off the wall and is quite far away from the wall, you can actually fly into it and hit it with the nose of your car, getting really good contact and sending it far down the field. Now this last wall clear, and last of the big clears that I'm going to show you, is my favorite. It's a pinch clear. These can get ridiculous power from the smallest of touches, and actually it's probably one of the easiest things to learn because it's all about timing. You don't have to learn a specific mechanic, you literally have to just drive into the ball. So for the most part, these are all the big clears you need to know how to do, and if you get really good at them, along with all the positional advice I've given, there is no doubt you will rise the ranks fast. Now this video is an all-inclusive video for most ranks, and a lot of you will find it harder than others to master these mechanics. But just know that I will bring out more videos breaking down specific mechanics, so you can understand and perform these more easily. Just let me know in the comments what you would like more help with. And if you did learn something and enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.